Good morning and welcome to the Healthy Relationship Seminar. I'm Jeff Hill and I'm here with my wife, Tammy, and we're grateful to have this opportunity to be with you today. Just kind of as a little bit of background, I am a professor in the School of Family Life and I teach classes in family finance and home and family living. And
I'm a marriage and family therapist. I have a private practice. I also teach some classes in the School of Family Life, marriage preparation and marriage enhancement. And I help to create the curriculum for healthy sexuality in marriage.
and I'm the luckiest guy because I get to be married to Tammy. And just as a little bit of background, we have been married 14 years, and each of our first spouses passed away. So we have lots of experience with all kinds of relationships in first families and in step families and in blended families. And we really are excited about sharing it. We actually blend a family of 12 children. And if you can kind of look on the back behind us, you can see where those children have gone on their missions. No, this isn't a ward. This is just our family. Anyway, it's kind of crazy. And along the road, it's been great, but it's also been tough. And we've had to learn a lot of good stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm going to get emotional right
You're such a baby.
now.
We're just talking to your computer.
But I'm so blessed. Tammy has taught me so much, and her heart and what she's learned as a marriage and family therapist has really helped a lot. And so today we want to share one thing that has really helped us. And I'll turn the time over to Tam.
Thank you. I hope that today will be helpful and practical. I like to teach with ideas that you can take and apply in your lives. I get frustrated when I go to something and I hear all this research or all this stuff, but they don't really tell you what to do or how to use the information. And so today we're going to teach you an intervention I use often in therapy with couples, and I call it scaling. And scaling between 1 and 10 is a way for you to kind of assess within yourself, well, what do I really want to do, or how do I really feel? And for your spouse to do the same. And then you're able to share with one another what your numbers are, and from there, kind of be able to make a decision that's going to be more helpful in your relationship for both of you.
Can I just say something?
Of course.
I'm the type of person that sometimes it's hard to make a choice. I think that drives me crazy. And
No, Jeff just likes to always do what he thinks will make me happiest.
But I don't know what will make
And so it doesn't always work. And I don't want him to try to make me happy.
Just as a prelude, I just want to say that what she's talking about has helped me so much in our relationship.
So basically, the idea of scaling is that you kind of assess in your mind, one is the least, that this is the least amount that you want to do a particular activity, or this is how, on a scale from 1 to 10, how happy you are right this moment, or how well you're feeling physically, or whatever. You can say 1 is the least and 10 is the most. And then say your number, listen to your spouse's number. And from that, you have a whole lot of information from which you can make a decision. Several years ago, Jeff and I decided to do a 6-week tour, 6 weeks alone without any of our 12 children. We never got that when we were first married.
And we were so excited, just thought all we have to do is get away and things will just be wonderful.
And they were pretty wonderful for about the first 2 weeks. And then we had 4 more weeks of our trip. And we'd never been alone for this period of time in our lives. And so we were figuring things out. We used scaling.
We were a little discouraged, actually, that it wasn't as fun and happy as we thought it might be. And
You can go ahead and tell.
no, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
you tell the story. It's fine.
No, no, no. You tell about it. Keep going. Keep going. I'm sorry.
You're good. I just think scaling basically is a way for you to even know what you want yourself. In the middle of the day, if I have a little window of time, I kind of give myself a couple of ideas of things I can do, and I give a scale. Do I want to go on a hike right now? 1 to 10. Do I want to read a book right now? 1 to 10. What do I really? And it kind of helps me pinpoint what I'd like to do.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to ask Jeff to share with you what happened on our Oregon coast trip that really changed the trip for us and made it a lot more successful.
Mhm. Well, what happened is that we went for a long walk on the beach, and
This is 2 weeks into our trip.
and you know, I was a little uncomfortable because it seemed like we weren't having as much fun as I thought we should, and Tammy wasn't as happy as I thought she should be, or whatever. But we walked for a long time, and walking is wonderful when you have to talk about these things because you can talk a little bit, and walk a little bit, talk a little bit. Make a long story short, what we discovered is that each of us was just trying to guess what the other person wanted to do, and we were choosing to do things that we thought would make our spouse happy. I was choosing to do things that I thought would make her happy, but they really weren't things that would make her. And so,
Well, they weren't making you happy.
right,
Yeah, right. I was trying to do what I felt like Jeff wanted to do. And in the midst of that, I was feeling responsible for his emotions
right.
and vice versa. And basically,
Mhm.
we can't be responsible for anyone else's
Mhm.
emotions. We're responsible for our
Right.
own.
Tammy helped me to understand that a lot. And then, just like today, she taught me the principle of scaling and asking on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you really like to do this? And how much that would,
This video, is that what you're talking about?
yes, no, what you taught in this video of scaling is what you taught on the beach.
Okay, there you
Taught on the beach there that day. So the very next day, where were we?
go. Newport Beach, I think.
Newport Beach, but they have lots of sand dunes. They have sand buggies, and I went out in the morning to scout things out, and they had this fun dune buggy experience that you could have. And there were two of them. One of them was a roller coaster type that I would just love, but I knew that Tammy would not like that one. And then there was another calm one that I wouldn't like as much, but I thought that's what Tammy would like. And so I almost bought tickets right there for the scaled down one. But then I thought, no, I got to learn from what Tammy taught me. So I went home and asked, Tam, how much would you like to go on a dune buggy ride that's like a roller coaster? And she said, probably a 1. And then I said, well, how much would you like to do on a tame one that's not quite as exciting? And she said, probably a 1. And so,
Should we pause it?
yep,
We're back.
we're back.
So then Jeff asked me how much I like to do the tame sand dune ride.
And she said 1. And then I realized she didn't want to do either of those. I said, how much would you like to just stay home and watch a Hallmark movie for a little while?
He didn't say
I
that.
know, just making that up.
No, I told him I on a 10 would like to go down by the swimming pool at the hotel we were staying at and swim a little bit and read in the sun. That's what sounded like a 10 to me.
Right. And I really don't like the sun that much. So that was more like a 3 or 4 to me. And so then we decided we don't have to do everything together either. And so I went and I did the most exciting. It was like riding a roller coaster for 45 minutes. You just go down those sand dunes so fast, and everything told you that you're going to flip over, but the sand, anyway, I won't go into that so much, but it was great. And it was a good lesson.
And I had a great afternoon reading and relaxing at the pool and getting a tan. So scaling is something I think if you tend to be someone that feels like you need to manage your spouse's emotions. I see this a lot in therapy, that you need to do what you can to help them feel happy, or you need to do what it is you think that's going to make them feel the most secured. I think it's a good idea to step back and maybe talk a little bit about scaling and how you can come to do things apart that you both totally love, and then be able to come together and have a real refreshing and rejuvenating time because you've both been able to do something you really wanted. We really hope that this scaling intervention will be one that will be useful for you in your own relationships. And we're really honored that we got to participate in this healthy relationships seminar. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Seminar. Well, thank you.
Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.